Hi. Wow, that was great. My name's Janine Atkinson. I'm originally from the Los Angeles area in Southern California. I was a really great kid, I think. My mom likes to tell me. I love singing, I love dancing, I love acting. Play, outside all day. Loved school, loved learning languages, and, just generally very happy. Until about 14 years old, I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's thyroiditis. I went into the doctor with just symptoms of a cold, didn't think anything of it, and I figured he was just going to give me some, amoxicillin and, just routine. He took one look at my neck and was, wide-eyed and said, "Wow, you have a huge thyroid." And I was like, "What's a thyroid?" So, it kind of floored me and my family because generally, except for maybe, history of heart attacks, there was no previous medical history of any thyroid illness. And, we just went with what the doctors were saying. They did a lot of blood work. They did a lot of, trial by error, because at 14, it's very rare for a woman to, or anybody to get Hashimoto's. Usually that disease runs after the age of 30 to 40. So for them, it was kind of an opportunity. So I remember going to the doctor's office and trying out 2 different kinds of synthetic medicines to regulate my T3 and T4 levels. And it just kept getting bigger. And I had multiple nodules and lumps all above the enlarged gland. And this made it very hard to swallow, breathe, and sing, which was, a passion of mine. And I remember going to the doctor and having to lean back, and they would stick a huge needle, like the size of this microphone, like in my thyroid to drain it. And what would come out was this swamp water looking. I was like, how is that in my body? And at the time, I was dancing probably 30 hours a week. I teach ballroom dance and hip-hop, belly dancing. I was in theater. I was in a college preparatory all-girls Catholic school. And I was running on Starbucks and Taco Bell. And I skipped breakfast, and I hung out all night or was on the computer all night. Just regular kid stuff. And I, 6 Pepsis a day, just kind of, you don't think about it, it just kind of comes along, and you're just, trying to be normal. And, but the doctor's visits definitely made me think this isn't normal, and I was having issues with my hair falling out. I had horrible acne all over my body. I was 165 pounds with lots of depression and fatigue, cold hands and feet, memory loss and concentration fog. I mean, it was a mental fog. People would talk to me, and I would have to ask them, could you repeat what you said, because I couldn't process anything. So after about 3 years, I had my thyroid removed at 17 because I didn't want to do radiation and I was done with medicines. I didn't know about acupuncture, I didn't know about changing my diet, I didn't know about anything, I just kind of wanted it gone, so I could be normal. 4-hour procedure at UCLA Medical Center. They had to scrape off the thyroid of my vocal cords, so there was risk that I wouldn't be able to sing or talk the same. And that was really scary. But then the following year, and I went on hormone replacement therapy. And the following year, I had to have a breast reduction because I had gained so much weight. I was a size E bra, and then the following year, I had to have LASIK eye surgery because my eyesight had depleted so bad. And then it just didn't help anything with the medicines I was taking, and I started abusing drugs and alcohol, and just kept getting worse and worse. So eventually at 22, I decided to get sober, and I decided that in order to not relapse, I had to be very careful with what I put in my body, because at that point I had lost 70 pounds. I was completely pale, sunken in, and my parents just didn't even know who I was anymore. So it was very important that my diet was a focal point. I looked into alternative remedies like acupuncture, and I went 3 times a week. And I looked into herbal remedies. I started experimenting with food. And my acupuncturist, would read my food journal, and she was like, "Why are you having, coffee and blueberries in the morning when it's like, North Carolina?" At that time, I had moved to North Carolina, and she said, "Why are you eating this way when it's, winter?" And I was like, "Well, blueberries are good for you." And I didn't understand that there was so much more to what I could be doing. I was basically just a gluten-free vegan, but I was so out of balance that I had to do something. So she told me about the Kushi Institute, and from that point on, I've taken all 4 levels. I will be graduating from my 4th level in April, and just with the hopes of helping others to come to a place of peace and feeling like there's no other option. There's no, I like Taco Bell, and there's nothing else for me to eat, and organic food is so expensive, but if I can do it, I know many, many, many other people deserve this kind of life. And I still dance, I still sing. I'm on a natural thyroid replacement hormone now. I'm not on a synthetic, and I feel better than ever. Just like Marissa said, I jump out of bed, and I am so grateful every day I wake up, and my life just keeps opening more doors. And when I meditate, I can, calm everything, and the food is so good. I can't even get over it. And I always thought I'd miss, chicken fettuccine Alfredo and things like that, but it's so much more worth it to, feel this way and eat this way. And I really have to thank, the Kushi Institute for that. But I know, again, health is a choice, and it's about empowering ourselves. So I'll be 25 this month, but I feel like I'm 16 because I just feel so great.